instead of throwing mad, would rather smile and joke about it. I think the good bishop is forgetting that Christ has taught us that if someone throws a stone at you, then throw a piece of bread in return. That's Christian doctrine, and that is a teaching in the church. It appears that the good bishop is not practicing what he teaches and what he has learned in the seminary. Also, the good bishop, I think, is misinformed of the survey results. It shows that the majority of the Filipinos accept the style of governance of the president. And of course, his style of delivering speeches is factored in that survey. Either he is misinformed or not informed, or he is ignoring the result.
Do you think that there will be a stop to this word war between the Catholic Church and the president?
As we have said, rather than throw mad, we must remember that all of us are parts of one whole, and the church should lead in the prayers for everyone, including the president, because the success of this president is the success of all of us. So rather than lambast the president, it would be more Christian-like to pray with the one whom you feel to be sinning against whatever doctrines you have in mind.
MPC, may follow-up? Rose Novenario.
Sir, statement ni Father Santiago Salas ng NDF Eastern Visayas.
NDF.
Opo. Sinasadya raw po ni Presidente yung pag-atake sa simbahang Katoliko dahil upang maiwasan daw po yung pakikiisa ng simbahan sa mga dismayadong tao sa wicked and bloodthirsty puppet regime daw po ng kasalukuyan.
Well, he's entitled to his opinion. It's part of freedom of speech, but there is no basis for that statement. The president is open to all. Even if the CPP-NPA has been launching ambuscades and engaging in extortion activities, the president always reserves an opening, a window, for them to sit on the negotiation table. The only condition he has imposed is that stop doing the ambuscades and stop your extortion activities, and we'll go back to the negotiation table.
Ina, ang blooming. Ibang topic na. May follow-up pa ba sa... Okay, Ina.
Hi, sir. Sir, can you confirm reports that the president has tasked someone to lead back-channel talks with Joma Sison?
I have no information on that, but I will not be surprised if there is one.
Reports say it's Mr. Andal, former PCA chief.
I do not think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Why not, sir?
Well, he's not involved in the negotiation process. Members of the panel would be Secretary Bello. It's one of them.
Pero sir, back channel baka isn't that possible? Informal.
But I do not have any information on that. It could be.
Okay. But sir, considering the president's continuous tirades against Joma Sison, why would he suddenly consider talking to him again?
Well, let me correct you there. Not suddenly. He has been open to that ever since. The only condition is stop doing these ambuscades and extortion activities because he doesn't want Filipinos killing each other. That has been his line and policy ever since, even when he was still a mayor.
May follow-up? Rosa Licos.
Yes.
Lagi na pong nire-reiterate na may mga conditions para bumalik dun po sa pag-uusap ng dalawang panig. So, sa pagkakataong ito, ano po yung nakita ng Pangulo para mag-utos sa isa pong personalidad?
Hindi pa natin
na
alam kung
makipagpanig?
may inutos siya. We're just speculating. I have not confirmed that. I said it could be possible. But what is important to me is if there is one, then the CPP-NP at this time and for a change should listen to the President. Enough of these ambuscades, enough of these extortion activities, and we will sit down. And most likely, they may finally listen to the urgings of the President. I think they're also tired fighting government.
Rosalie, okay na? Raymond Tinaza.
So, sa inyo talaga, malabo yung senaryo na magpatuloy yung peace talks hanggat may ginagawang ambush or gera ng mga
Yes, definitely because useless. Ba't pa kayo nagpipeace talks? Yung pala, pinapatay mo yung mga kalaban mo at saka you're still doing illegal
Pero,
acts.
di ba sir, the government is right now at war with NPA.
Yes.
So, di ba parang kung wala pa namang bilateral peace agreement or bilateral ceasefire, so talagang expected, because we are at war, expected na may mangyayari sa ground. So hindi ba pwedeng ituloy lang yung pag-uusap, di bale na may nangyaring gera pa rin sa baba, until finally, magkaroon ng bilateral...
Hindi pwede, kasi magiging inconsistent yung peace talks mo. Kaya nga peace talks, ba't pa kayo naglalabanan? Ang nagiging problema yata, begging the pardon of John Masisan, I think the problem is parang there is a disparity between him and the ground. Parang hindi siya sinusunod eh. Kasi otherwise, kung sumusunod yung ground forces sa kanya, gusto niya makipag-usap, dapat sumunod din sila sa sa mga conditions.
Sir, balikan ko lang yung kanina, kasi si Mr. Andal mismo yung nag-announce, nagsabi na the President talked to him last week pa and ordering him to initiate the back channel talks with the NDF. So,
Hindi, kung sinabi ni Presidente sa kanya, they good. He can do his best. And I hope the other side will do his best too.
thank you, sir.
May follow-up? Other issue?
But let me say that we're always positive on any development.
Lamar?
Good for all of us.
Questions? Nestor?
Sir, good morning.
Yep.
Yesterday, senators agreed to delete the additional 75 billion funding allegedly inserted into the 2019 budget of DPWH.
The senators?
Yes, sir. Yesterday,
What did they
agreed.
do?
Agreed to delete the 75 billion additional funding for DPWH. So is Malacanang concerned that this would affect the key infrastructure projects of the government?
Number one, the assumption is wrong. The executive did not insert. Trabaho nga nila yun magbigay ng budget proposal. Number two, that's the job of Congress to amend. Kung ginawa nila yun, they're doing their job.
So are you not concerned? Is Malacanang not concerned that this will affect the infrastructure projects of the government?
I don't think so. There are many ways. The executive is very creative, as well as Congress. Kaya natin.
Could you be more specific, sir? Creative in...
Well, kung kulang, pwede namang magdagdag ng appropriation, di ba? May supplemental budget, pwede naman yan. Pwede lahat yun kung gusto. Basta for the good of the country, dapat every branch of the government should cooperate.
Follow-up? No more? Christine?
Christine.
So if there were no insertions, sir, yung 75 billion, then why wasn't Public Works Secretary Mark Villar informed about the additional budget? Because he admitted that he had no prior knowledge of the funds.
Baka naman he was misquoted. It cannot be na he had no prior knowledge. Kasi that was discussed in the cabinet. That was a proposal. All of us were present. And all of us consented to that. Baka, miss ko siya o baka hindi niya lang, ano. And in fact, I talked to him during the last cabinet meeting. I said, Secretary Mark, there are a few messages to you from members of Congress. They're saying, why are you silent? Because Secretary Jokno has pointed to you with respect to the so-called additional budget sa DPWH. Ang sagot sa akin ni Secretary Villar, tama naman siya. Sabi niya, kasi Sexal, pinabayaan na lang namin ni Secretary Jokno para isa lang ang nagsasalita. And sabi ko naman sa kanya, okay din yun siguro, pero mas maganda rin yun since pinoint out ka ni Secretary Jokno, di validate mo rin. Sabi niya, sige. In other words, he agrees to what Secretary Jokno said.
So he was aware of the additional funds?
I think so, yes. Kasi saan ba manggagaling yun? DPWH, kung hindi sa kanila rin. Hindi naman alam ni Secretary Jokno yun. Siya na nagpiprepare.
Pero shouldn't
Saka prinisend nga yun sa cabinet.
yung 75?
Of course, every budget is to be presented in the cabinet and it has to be approved by the president. At tinatanong ni President, any objection on this? Meron bang, wala naman.
Sir, when was the presentation, yung that 75 billion?
3-4 cabinet meetings ago. 4 months ago pa yun. Tagal na yun.
So that was the first time that Secretary Jokno presented the additional?
Hindi lang the first time. Palagi naman one time lang nagpipresent ng buong budget. Hindi naman series of presentation yun. When you prepare a budget, the entire, siyempre, ipipresent mo yun sa the President's budget sa cabinet. Then we all listen. Sabihin niyo doon, ito yung item para sa ganito, sa education. And then, tatanungin niya, any comment, any objection, whatever. Wala naman nagsasalita. And then somebody may move to approve. Yun.
So,
Ganon ang style sa cabinet.
So he was informed, sir, si Villar?
Hindi lang informed, he was present in the cabinet.
Okay, may follow-up or other issue? Ace Romero.
Unless he went out to make a pee. Hindi niya narinig yung portion na yun. But I doubt.
Sec, how could we say na hindi maapektuhan yung infrastructure? Yung 75 billion was intended to meet yung requirement dun sa infrastructure spending on a certain percentage ng GDP.
As I said, pwede naman, kung maapektuhan, pwede ka naman humingi ng supplemental, di ba? Basta kailangan palagi may appropriation ang Congress.
Pero how can we even ask for a supplemental budget? Yung main budget nga, hindi pa maipasa.
Sa ngayon, hindi pa. Pag napasa yun at kulang, di pwede ka naman humingi ulit.
Pero ano yung chances tingin nyo na mapapasa yung budget within the first quarter na target nung economic managers, given na yung issue na to nagpe-persist pa?
Sa tingin ko, ma-approve yun. Yun ang naririnig ko sa members of Congress. In fact, even Senator Soto, when he texted me, he said, okay kami dyan.
What makes you optimistic, Sec, na ma-approve yung
This
budget?
statement of Senator Soto and even Speaker Gloria Arroyo said na they are working on it and they will do their job.
So you expect this tiff between the DBM and Congress to be resolved soon?
I think so. Mawala na yun.
Because
kung aprobahan nila yung budget, tapos na.
may makita ba kayong paraan paano nila ma-resolve yun?
Hindi. Pag ni-approve mo yung budget, tapos na yung conflict. Kasi yung conflict nila arose out of the items in the budget. Kung in-approve na nila yun, so anong conflict pang pag-uusapan?
Pero yung conflict na yun, palagay nyo, paano kaya ma-resolve yun? Kasi parang yung both sides parang ayaw.
That's why I was saying, if you approve the budget, di wala ng conflict. Di ba? That's logic.
Thank you, Sec.
Okay, MPC, may follow-up, other issue? No more questions? Joseph.
So sa schedule today yata po yung dating Bacolod COP. Scheduled to meet the President today.
Who?
Si Ebreo, sir. Yun pong
I didn't see that in the schedule.
wala pa rin, sir.
Wala sa schedule na nakita ko.
Baka private yung nakalagay. But why would you think that the president would call for him in a meeting?
First, I do not know if he did call. Otherwise, we'll be speculating.
Sir, in the
again.
speech, you said that you have to go to Malacanang and talk. Tinatawag talaga, sir.
O baka para sa bunin. Kasermo na.
No more questions? Okay na?
When is the wedding?
Si Joseph. Okay, sa Lorena, wala nang tanong. MPC, no more questions? Okay. Okay.
You want to comment on Trillanes, sir? Because he went to Davao and then faced the complaints.
Sabi
that-
niya,
Oh.
I'm here to face the challenge. Meaning, ang ibig niya sabihin, pwede naman siyang hindi magpunta. Parang yun ang ibig niya sabihin, para pinakita niya, sino nandito ako? Nakita niyo naman. Tinanggap ko ang hamon. Ang sagot ko naman sa kanya, wala ka naman choice. Dahil kung hindi ka pumunta ron, ay baka na-aresto ka na kaagad. The problem with this guy is like he pompously claims to be unafraid of the criminal charges against him. And yet his body language, his rantings against the president show the opposite. He is in mortal fear of going back to jail. Yan ang katotohanan dyan. Gano'n na lang siya. Just consult with his lawyers and prepare his defense. You must remember that the charges have been filed in court because the court found probable cause. Yan ang importante dyan. Hindi pa pwede yung palagi sinasabi, itong dinimanda ng administrasyon, hindi naman administrasyon nagdemanda sa kanya sa Davao. It's the former Vice Mayor Pulong Duterte and Attorney Mans Carpio. And ang base nila doon, yung mga libelous remarks niya, not this administration. Nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Si Bernadette yata may
Bernadette.
the dancing princess.
Sir, I would just like to get...
Ba, magaling sumayaw yan.
Sir, I would just like to get the palace reaction to a statement from Corn Farmers Group that Land Bank's loan to Hanjin's Subic Shipyard is against its mandate to prioritize the provision to financial aid to Filipino farmers and fishermen. The Philmace Group said the loan to Hanjin is a slap in the face of agriculture sector. The Philippine subsidiary of the Korean firm is not even in the agriculture or food sector. The president should look into this and find out why a shipyard was prioritized over farmers. Will the president heed the call to investigate this matter, considering that he previously ordered Land Bank to go back to its original mandate of helping farmers po? Thank you.
Ang ibig sabihin, they're complaining bakit pinaloan ng Land Bank
Yes, yes, sir.
yung Hanjin. Hindi naman walang collateral. Parang,
Na parang pina-prioritize po, sir, ng Land Bank yung etong Hanjin nga over the farmers po, sir.
siguro we will ask Land Bank kung, kasi hindi natin alam exactly, baka naman may collateral. Kasi yan ang nabasa ko. Di manok. Ang pagkabasa ko, kulang ang collateral. But I also read that the assets there are over and above the combined loans of these 5 banks. So kumbaga, hindi rin malulugi ang mga bangko, nandiyan pa rin. In fact, they have grouped together and they will not be, any one of them will not on its own kunin yung mga assets. Hindi kagaya ng mga nangyari sa Victoria Mills, nagkagulo sila. This time, gusto nga nila i-rehabilitate. Kasi meron gusto mga pumasok. Merong 2 Chinese firm, meron ding Filipino firm. Sa katandaan mo, there is a petition in court to rehabilitate it. For all you know, baka ma-rehabilitate pa rin.
But sir, don't you think the president will get frustrated knowing that the Land Bank allegedly nga po prioritized Hanjin over the farmers' welfare po? considering nga po yung previous order niya na ibalik ng land bank yung dati niyang mandato na tulungan mo na yung farmers po, sir.
Baka naman yung sinasabi mong loan occurred prior to the presidency, hindi natin alam. Kailan ba yung shipyard loans na yon? Baka hindi pa presidente si Pangulong Duterte noon.
Okay, sir. But sir, i-investigate po kaya ito ng Malacanang or ipapa-imbestiga ba ito ni President yung regarding sa land bank allegation po ng corn farmers group po?
Siguro, I will write the land bank kung anong estado ng loan, saka when did it start, kung may collateral, to inform the President. And then the President will take action.
Okay, sir. Kasi sabi po ng PhilMays, susulatan daw po nila si President about this po.
Sige.
Oh.
We welcome any letter coming from any citizen.
Okay, sir.
And
Thank you,
we
sir.
always take action.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Question, Ina, follow up.
Sir, na-identify na po ba yung drug lord supposedly being protected by Ebreo?
Wala pa ako narinig eh.
But assuming, since the president relieved him from his post because he was protecting a drug lord or drug dealers in Bacolod, kilala yung mga dealers na ito. Hindi ba dapat sabay silang huluhin?
But what I know is that he is involved in the illegal drug trade, whether as a protector or as a participant. Siguro we'll wait for the PNP exactly anong charges will be filed against him, administratively or criminally.
I think, sir, if I'm not mistaken, the president identified him as protecting.
He identified?
Yeah.
Who?
The president, when
Kaya
he
sino?
announced
Sino bang may binanggit ba siya?
Ebreo. Ano ba yung term?
Because of your involvement in illegal drugs.
Yun lang ang sinabi niya.
Okay.
So,
But
antayin
then,
natin.
it goes without saying that he is working with drug dealers in Bacolod who ideally should have already been identified and nasan sila ngayon?
Then the police should give us the information.
Okay.
So ngayon, hindi pa natin alam exactly anong extent ng participation niya. But the President has relieved him precisely because siguro may nakitang ebidensya na kasama siya or sangkot siya, whatever.
So unahin yung police doon sa mismong dealer?
Hindi, unang-una, hindi mo pa nga alam kung sino ang involved. So we have to know the extent of his participation, sino kakontak niya. Kasi you have to get the source. Ganyan naman sa criminal investigation. You get first the small fry, and then malalaman mo kung saan nanggagaling yung source. Hindi mo naman kagad malaman kung galing yung principal eh. Usually you start with the small fishes.
Thank you, sir.
Rose Novenario.
Ay, sir. Sabi raw po ng PNP, sabi po kahapon ng PNP, wala naman daw po silang derogatory info against the Bacolod City Chief of Police yung nirelease po
siguro
ni
sa
Presidente.
kanila.
Pati po sa PIDEA, sabi po ng PIDEA. At sabi rin po ng PNP, marami daw pong accomplishments yung Chief of Police na binanggit ni Presidente.
Siguro iba ang source of information ni Presidente. Presidente ito, namin itong tentacles of intelligence. Oh, by the way, I just saw the future congressman of Antipolo, Attorney Fidel Nograles. May I acknowledge his presence? Kandidato to. He used to be with the Office of the Chief Presidential Legal Counsel.
Okay, welcome po sa briefing. Rose. Question. Okay. Sige.
Ano yun?
Questions. Ace?
Tuloy na sa Webes yung participation ni President Duterte dun sa
Nasa schedule.
sa BOL. So what are your expectations? Do you think it can persuade people in Cotabato to support the BOL given na may mga recent incidents doon, yung bombing that, made them somehow express reservation over this measure?
Again, I will repeat what I said yesterday. The President's voice is a powerful, influencing voice.
So he can persuade them.
Yeah, kung influential ang boses niya, bakit naman hindi?
But then you also said that he will abide by the
Yes.
decision.
Kung despite the support and they campaign, the overwhelming majority or even a slight majority says ayaw nila, the president cannot do anything but to comply with the sovereign voice of the people in Mindanao.
So ano yung tingin niyo yung mga sasabihin ni President Duterte that will persuade them
Siguro,
to
pareho
support?
rin mga dating sinasabi niya na ito ang pwedeng maging solusyon sa problemang century-old na. Kung ano yung mga sinasabi niya, I think it will just be repeating the same.
Thank you, Sec.
Okay, Chona. Microphone.
Sir, good morning.
Morning.
What was the response of the DFA dun sa letter kahapon sa data?
Ay, hindi pa. Pinapadala ko pa lang. Pipirmahan ko pa lang ngayon yung letter. Pipi.
Sabi niyo po kahapon,
Nasa
sir?
mesa ko na ba? Oo, pipirmahan ko pa lang eh. O yun na nga eh. Yung malaman, sabi walang leak. Sabi ng isa, meron. Tingnan natin. Kaya nga sabi ko, mahirap talaga magsalita o mag-comment nang wala pang facts.
Sir, this is not the first time na mayroong data breach dito sa Philippines.
When was the
yung
first
COMELEC,
time?
Yung COMELEC, sir.
COMELEC? Meron ba?
So, sir, what is the assurance of this administration that this incident will not happen again, especially that President Duterte is pushing for national ID system?
First, the COMELEC is not this administration. It's an independent entity. Kung may nagkaroon man ng leak doon, hindi sa amin yun. Number two, mukhang lumalabas yung DFA, wala naman leak. So, hindi pa pwedeng what guarantee, kasi wala pa naman nangyari. But certainly, as we said, the President will not allow any breach. Siyempre, this is a delicate matter. And DFA will be doing its job to secure the database.
Okay. Rosalie, Joseph, and Ace. Hindi na ikaw.
Rosalie.
Rosalie, close yung microphone. Ace. Thank you.
Sir, balik ko lang po sa BOL.
DOL?
BOL.
BOL.
In relation to the question of Ace. Kasi po si House Majority Leader Andaya Jr. claimed yesterday in a privileged speech na failed daw po si Secretary Jokno na mag-allocate ng budget for the plebiscite. Do you refute the claims?
As far as I know, hindi maapektuhan yung funds. Nakita ko yung report ni Secretary Ben. Yung sa COMELEC, hindi maapektuhan. Yung sa BOL, meron pondo.
Do you think, sir, the good congressman, nakakatulong po yung mga statement niya? Because, syempre, once the people heard about these statements na wala palang pondo, for example, sa plebiscite, sa tingin niyo po ba makakatulong yun?
Pwede rin namang sanay ng tao sa kanya. Kasi, unang-una, kung walang pondo, di sana kinancel na yon. Di ba? Sana ni-reset na yon, pinospone na. But obviously, tuloy. So may pondo.
Pero sir, ano po yung magiging statement nyo regarding doon sa sinabi niya na parang winawalang kabuluhan ni Secretary Jokno yung efforts ng Duterte admin na magkaroon ng pangmatagalang kapayapaan sa Mindanao because of...
Well, the response is his statement is misplaced and without basis. There are funds for the plebiscite.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, last na tayo. Celerina, then Joseph.
Sir, follow up on Rose's question. So do you think Congressman Andaya is a purveyor of fake information?
You said that, I did.
Sabi niyo,
But
sir,
others might agree
misplaced.
with you.
How about the palace?
Huh?
How about the palace? Do you agree?
Purveyor of what?
Fake news or fake information?
Baka naman he was just misinformed. That's why yung kanyang basis, yung statement niya mali rin. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to everyone and sundry.
Okay, last question na tayo. RJ, then Joseph.
His father is a very good friend, or was a very good friend of mine.
Sir, on passport again, sir. Mr. Yasay in his statement as posted on his Facebook page. He recalled that on February 10, 2017, Mr. Panelo, as Chief Presidential Legal Counsel, determined that the assignment of the passport printing services to UJEC was illegal and demanded that all rights over all the personal data, source code, data center, and other information relating to the performance of the e-passports printing services unlawfully subcontracted to UJEC be conveyed to the DFA or be acknowledged to be exclusively owned and controlled by the DFA. Sir, can you confirm this?
Well,
Was
actually,
this your opinion?
That was my initial opinion, but I said, as in my memo said, that will be the initial opinion on the basis of so less documents that you're giving us. That's why we've been asking them, give us more documents para conclusive yung aming opinion. Eh hanggang ngayon, wala pang dumarating na kumpleto eh. Like yung, I didn't even know na merong previous foreign kakontrata ang DFA. Hindi ko alam yun. Kasi wala nga silang pinapadala eh.
Hindi mo finalo up, sir, kasi...
Oh, finalo pero siguro busy rin sila. Marami na akong letters. Pero...
When was the last time you wrote them?
Several months ago, I think.
Like last year, of course.
But hopefully, they will. Kasi nga, medyo nagkaroon ng... alam mo naman tayo ganyan. Pag may prakaso, may skandalo, biglang kumikilos.
Pero
But
sir,
mukha namang nakikita ko na wala naman palang problema dun sa breach. Now, whether yung sinasabi na may illegality on the contract will depend on all the documents that they will be giving us. And then we will give a conclusive opinion on the matter.
Sir, bakit parang wala namang problema dun sa breach?
Ay kasi sinasabi, naririnig ko sa TV yung mga nagsasalita.
Pero wala ka pang documents, sir, as you said. Wala ka pang...
But coming from those who are supposed to be securing the database, I will believe them. Sila nagsasabi na wala. Kanina lang narinig ko yung, sino ba ito? Yung commissioner sa privacy communication, ni-interview. Liboro. Oh. Ay parang, even Secretary Locsin, parang initially sinabi niya may breach. And then after that, parang wala nang breach. And then third, parang ayaw niya na muna mag-comment. Tingnan muna kung ano ba talaga.
So you're changing your initial opinion on the matter?
Well, my official opinion on the matter was, let us determine first whether or not there is a breach or not. Yan ang sinabi ko kahapon. I have not changed it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, RJ. Last question na, Joseph. Wala.
So, BOL, for the past couple of days, we've been asking, the support of the president. From your statement that he said that...
Well, the president supports BOL.
All right, cool.
Yun ang sinabi niya sa cabinet.
And the message...
He said he will campaign for it.
Yeah. The message to the Bangsamoro region ahead of the elections is...
The what?
The message, sir, for the people who's going to vote in the plebiscite.
Oh, I'm sure he will be saying that on January 18. He will make his speech.
Okay.
And I would not want to preempt him what he's going to address the people who will be listening to him.
From the government perspective, what is at stake here, sir?
Well, from the point of view of the president, the VOL will solve the age-old problem of the Muslim rebellion. Yan ang sinasabi niya ever since.
Do you think it will succeed in the plebiscite, sir?
Well, hopefully. But we cannot naman determine the pulse of the people. We can only speculate. But what is, as I said, what is certain is the president will abide whatever the decision of the voters there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Thank you also.
Okay, thank you, MPC. Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas at People's Television Network.
Dapat the good congressman, first we don't know if it's...
And former budget secretary. Ang patanong lang mo siya. Saya, dal-dal hindi.
Tomorrow, you have a joint statement.
Pero hindi yun yan.
You'll never know.
Tingin ko hindi.
Ano? Let's do this. Let's get it on.
Let's do this.
English.